You know, some of the greatest lessons we have in our life is when we learn something and it's painfully hard. Those are the ones that, you know, you really stick with you. What I'm about to show you is painfully hard, and it was hard for the customer. And so I want you to be kind, and I want you to think kindly of this man. He thought he was doing the best he could to gather information about making a good purchase. He got a Carfax report. The Carfax report showed him that he just had a little hit in the right front. It was obviously way incorrect, because you're going to see some pictures. This thing was rolled down a mountain, and it looked like it rolled for a half hour. It's so bad. This is an opportunity for us to learn together about how we make big purchases.
So the guy was told it was in a front-end collision. It was minor, so he bought the truck. He was convinced, right?
From this used car dealer, whoever
Yeah,
bought it
small
from.
place, about a city over. So
Okay.
he has a buddy that owns a body shop. He took it to him to go over it.
After he purchased it.
After he purchased it, yeah. He actually discovered our channel after.
Okay.
So great timing, but that's what drew him in. So
Okay.
his buddy, they have resources. You can actually run the VIN on a salvaged car on Google, and you may be able to find video or the pictures of when it was in its accident, when it was sold. In this case, I could. You can actually see how bad.
No freaking
yeah.
way.
Look at that.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Dude.
So ran it by VIN.
What?
The VIN matches. Completely just destroyed,
Oh my gosh.
front to rear. Just
Dude, I mean,
annihilated.
you can almost see some of the, like the engine bay, that
Yeah,
whole front
everything
end is
right there,
crunched.
completely destroyed.
Oh, this guy hit a semi? Oh my gosh.
All the airbags deployed, as you can imagine.
Wow.
Yeah, I hope the people who were in that thing is safe. You know, I mean, it looks pretty
sure.
bad.
For sure.
But yeah, so this guy ended up buying this truck. He was told it was in a minor collision. So he's gonna try and find that paperwork.
What about the condition now? He brought it in probably because of this shock, but does he know that it looks
Yeah.
like this?
Yeah, so this is the stuff that his buddy showed him. So
Make you
he's pretty,
sick.
yeah, he was very sick to his stomach, brought it in here, wants us to go through it. There's a handful of things that don't work, like the front camera, you know, tire monitors, it's got different wheels on it now.
Okay.
Handful of little small things, but he wants us to go through it, see what we can find that needs attention, what's wrong, go over all the maintenance stuff so he can, you know, have a fresh start and have some direction on this truck.
So really, besides a few, like maybe sensors or things like that that aren't working for the TPMS system, nothing. It seems to drive fine, good power, no check engine light.
Yeah, how they took it from this to that, it is actually pretty impressive.
Okay.
So
I haven't
Yeah,
really
look
seen it,
at that,
but just from the window here in the parking lot, that is nuts. I would imagine that he's got to have frame damage, or at least had frame damage. I'm surprised they fixed that. All right, well, let's go grab Caden. Let's go look at the truck and how it looks now, and then we'll get it racked up and see how it looks underneath. Have you seen Donald's pictures on how bad this thing was?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Maybe before you go out and look at it, look at that on his monitor.
Dude, there's no way.
It's the same VIN.
that is the same VIN.
So he basically got a new truck again, and somehow it restored the frame.
I don't know why anybody would repair something that bad. I mean, it looks
Holy
hammered.
cow.
Where do you want to go? Out the front? Do you got the
Yeah,
keys?
yep.
Okay.
That's not the same truck.
It's spilling death.
Yeah, he spilled a little bit of death. I guess this is the one piece they didn't have to repaint.
Oh, yeah. Or they repainted it. You can tell some of the body lines are.
Yeah, little scuff marks there.
Yeah.
Definitely want to look at the frame once we got it up in the air.
Yeah. Dude, it looks
pretty good, huh?
pretty good for how crazy it was.
Yeah. So instantly, I already see. Granted, these are minor touches, like they don't have those pins in, but up there, you can see the gap,
Oh, you can almost see where they.
and it traces straight down to the hood. Look at that hood.
If this gentleman or woman is watching, we're going to be thorough for you. I'm so sorry. If we're not trying to be very critical about anything. We're just inspecting this. So
It's thoroughness. Some people like utility and they don't care about body lines or anything. So this truck might be perfect for that, but just
and you get it at a lesser cost. I mean,
Yeah.
hopefully a lot lesser cost.
Yeah.
If you can see from that angle, that hood there.
Yeah, the whole hood's shifted.
Yeah, the whole hood is shifted over.
They probably just need a bit more on pulling these fenders out. Missing a few body clips.
Yeah. You can tell the orange peel right there. And this, look at
Yeah.
the alignment there.
Yeah, that bumper's supposed to be nice and flush.
I wonder why it's, I hope it's not,
Well, it's a bit better on this side,
I hope
but
it's,
I can see what you're saying about it. It's like,
I hope it's not shifted because of a frame issue.
yeah.
Look at the body panel right
yeah.
here, how tight that is.
If you look at it from right here, you can.
Oh yeah, how it's sucked in.
Yep.
There's a great market for this stuff. I mean, if people want to buy less expensive new trucks,
Yeah.
it as long as it checks out okay, then
All you care about is drivetrain and being able to sit in it.
a truck is meant to kind of get beat up anyway. So
Yeah. Perfect.
it's okay. A little tip to anybody that's looking at any used vehicle, especially a salvage title. You have all of these switches and accessories. When you're looking at purchasing anything, run through every accessory so that you know if they're working or not. Because some little, outlet or any of these things may not just work, and you could figure that out by the flip of a switch and then running it. But it could end up being a pretty major issue if you've got electrical issues, sensors. I mean, there's so much that's involved here and controlled through the dash. Give it a run through. Know that everything works, and if it doesn't, this is why you get a pre-purchase inspection. All right, well, I guess we'll throw it up on the lift here and see.
Yep. I'll pull it inside and.
Okay. Ready to take it for a spin, see how it feels?
Oh yeah. You want to do?
Okay.
Let's do that first.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go for a little cruise.
Okay.
Caden's already doing what I was telling. You're flipping through the switches.
Yep. I was just checking the trips, the fuel level, oil, def and air filter, or the brakes. Yeah. I don't know if that's the lift or what, but I got. It takes a bit. Yeah, it takes a bit to keep this on track. If I hold the wheel straight, of course it's going to take me to the right, but there's a lot of movement in here, and these are usually tight as can be.
Did you even get that up to 30 and we were shaking and
Yeah,
I could feel you
Yep.
struggling with it, or just it fighting you.
Yeah. We're going to do it again, but I think I hear some sort of EGR gasket or something when you get on it. It's kind of just like a weird whistling.
Yeah. And I feel this thing tracking all over the place.
Yeah.
Gosh. I'm gonna have to check you on a breathalyzer, dude, or something.
This is how it is in the movies.
Wow. I mean, the tires looked aggressive, but
Yeah,
nothing like this.
definitely check that out. Am I pretty straight?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good. Just keep going straight. Okay. Yeah, you're center.
Well, we can quickly look at the engine bay, or I really want to get down to the frame to see how well they bent that out.
Are you okay if we pop the hood?
Yeah,
I don't want to throw
I
you off
popped
your
it
grip.
already.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, I'll get the step stool. This was all crushed before. I know definitely it's missing
These
some covers.
shields or covers,
Yeah. And then foam. Sometimes they like put foam back in these corners because they're so hollow.
Oh, zip tied harness,
Yeah.
which
These would actually cause check engine lights. So these are notorious for these sensors that go out, and it turns on your check engine light for your AC, and all we got to do is replace the sensor. But
that harness along, I mean, just a broken zip tie
yeah,
that holds that in.
he has a bent temp sensor right there.
Oh yeah. What is this? Just an EGR temperature sensor or something?
Yeah,
That should be straight. And that's all bent.
it's not bad. It's all
Yeah.
meticulous things.
Right. It's a lot of trucks we deal with because they've been worked on and stuff breaks. It's plastic.
Yeah,
It's not uncommon for people to zip tie stuff, but
it's missing the
the hood stops.
the bumpers,
Yeah.
and then your headlights broken on that side.
Oh. I bet these headlights. Oh gosh, almost sliced
Oh.
my finger, dude. Holy cow.
He was out for you.
Dude, I almost was like, look at that.
Oh.
Cut my finger open. Jeez. You're mostly worried about underneath the frame.
Yeah, definitely just look at the frame, suspension now. As you saw, it was going back and forth. So just check that out.
Okay. Just before you look out here in the shop, if Donald still has it pulled up, we have this truck that's in here.
Oh, get out.
Not kidding.
What are we buying the engine core or something? I mean,
No, this is a truck that's here at the shop that has been repaired.
No way.
Yeah,
Somebody repaired that?
that's what I'm saying.
No way.
Caden and I just.
Is this the
the
file
truck?
on it? Wait a minute. I got to look at the folder for a second, dude.
Yeah.
That's an interesting folder.
Is
His
the-
wife must have made it for
Oh
him.
yeah.
Is this
The Carfax. Yeah. Look at what it reported.
Oh.
damage location?
That's it.
Right front.
Well, that's the only part that's not, that's the only part that's not damaged, right?
No, it's
I'm just kidding.
no.
dude. Let me see the right front. Holy, come on. They rebuilt that?
Yeah.
I mean, what year is this thing?
2023.
Well, yeah, we all know that Carfax is basically, if you're lucky, you're going to get some information. What's it here for?
So he purchased it.
Knowing all this,
No, he.
oh, he had to know it. They have to disclose it.
Well,
He was under the impression that, and the seller, the dealer, was under the impression only off what Carfax said.
No.
He bought it under
Well,
the
here,
impression.
well, wait a
it was
minute.
A minor collision.
But it says right here that it was a salvage title.
yeah, he knows it's a salvage title.
Yeah.
He knew that it was that bad before he brought it here.
Yes.
Okay.
But,
Yes.
But
not
not when he
until
bought it.
not when he bought it.
Okay, I got it. Well, that's terrible. That's disgusting.
Caden and I just got back from a test drive, just put it up on the lift. So I haven't inspected underneath, but Caden wants to look at the frame with you and just underneath the truck. It fights you. I mean, going on
Dude,
the
the
front
thing
road.
looks like it rolled down a mountain in Alaska.
Our
I mean, where
our-
are those pictures taken? Can we tell? Because it
West
doesn't.
Virginia.
Well, did it roll down some coal mine?
Potentially. Yeah.
or a boulder rolled onto it.
That's about as bad. I mean, wow. And the customer didn't know when he bought it.
Had no clue.
Unbelievable. This has got to be criminal. I mean, did anybody ask him if he went to talk to anybody about it, like at the dealer? What does he want us to do at this point? Just look it over?
It's
It's
his
got
baby now, so he wants us to look it over, tell him everything he needs.
Oh, gee, that's
Maintenance,
impossible,
repairs.
dude.
Just he needs a baseline. He needs to know where to even start on this thing.
yeah.
So he just wants us to do a used car inspection.
Does the cigarette lighter work? Because that's all I'd be confident about, to be honest
That's
with you.
mine. If you want to give that to Jesus.
Let's go look at it. Jeez.
Okay.
Yeah, look here how this frame is. This has been bent, so like from this side. This support here has been jammed into the frame and it's bent here. That should not have been pulled and straightened. That's terrible. Same thing back here. Look at this. This thing is, and who knows if it's straight, for God's sakes. He's had his pole hooks in this frame. I mean, you look at this thing. Look back here. Look at all this. This frame has just been pulled in here. He's had his hooks in here pulling on it, heating it. Makes you wonder what he paid for it.
Yeah.
I mean, if he got it for 30 grand and it runs good, holy smoke. Yeah, look at the fitment on this door. This thing hardly opens, I'll bet. I mean, the other side, look. See, there's my fingernail on this side. Look how close it is up here, the size of my fingernail. Let's go to the other side. I can dang near get my finger in there. This is a classic thing. When you look at a vehicle and you see things, that's like obvious. And see here, see how the door doesn't fit flush? See how that's all in here?
Oh, that's not even.
Yeah, it's not, I mean, the whole
They didn't even
No,
polish it out or anything.
No, it's terrible. If you taking it on a drive, do you have a lot of wind noise?
We didn't even go past 30. It was walking back and forth so much.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What do you mean walk? It just doesn't feel like it tracks straight?
Yeah, it doesn't track.
You wonder where he bought all these parts to make this thing work. You know? Oh, and oh my gosh. Oh, this is even worse. Holy crap.
The whole hood.
If you ever get they have to disclose it's a salvage title. Now, whether they tell you it was salvaged for this or that or whatever, the decision you need to make right then, if the price is right for you and you know it's a salvage title, you've got to, before a dime crosses that desk, you need to have it taken to a shop that you really trust and have them look at it.
Exhausting.
You know, there's no way to tell if the frame's straight until you put it on a frame rack and take some measurements.
Exhaust doesn't fit right on it.
Huh? I saw that it doesn't
Yeah.
fit right. I could see that. That it's
All
sitting
the-
way over. I
Yeah.
see that. And I also noticed that the pipe is it's been hit back here. I can't pick everything, dude. I'd pick it apart. But
Oh,
it
yeah, I
looks
see
to
that.
me, to be honest with you, it looks like the whole frame has been shifted this way.
Uh-huh.
We could do a four-wheel alignment on it, you know, whatever it did when it totaled, it obviously, probably bounced and rolled. You ever
Twisted.
seen that in a movie, dude, when
Yeah.
a truck rolls down a hill?
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to be in it. The amount of force that happens if you move, all of a sudden you're rolling 8,000 pounds down a hill, it's got to be incredible. Okay, let's go talk to the guy.
So is it a complete loss?
Well, I am so honored that you would trust me with your truck. I so wish you would have brought it to me before your transaction.
Yes,
Now,
me too.
I'm getting the second hand, so I'm going to run you through what I've heard. I've heard that you knew that it was a salvage title. They disclosed that to you, right?
Right.
But you weren't under the impression it was just a right front here. Is that correct?
Correct.
Holy smoke. Somebody told me that this came out of West Virginia. Is that true? Did you?
Well, that's what it says in the Carfax.
Okay, but are you local?
Yes.
Okay, so you bought this from a local
Yes.
dealer.
Yes.
The first thing I would have done if you'd have brought this to me on a used car inspection to put on a frame rack, and I would have taken measurement points on the frame. There's actually points, and I'd have said, is that frame straight? That would have been the first thing. And then if the frame was straight, then I would start telling you everything else that I see here. If the frame wasn't straight, I would have told you right then, doesn't really matter what a great deal it is. I'd have said probably, out of counsel, you just stop and I won't have to look at it any
Correct.
longer. On steel, it's not too bad, but there's crush zones in frames. And what I mean by crush zones is the frame isn't actually a rail that's just like a solid beam. It'll have little wiggles in it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know where they're at particular in this frame, but once those have been compromised, you're done. The frame is by all intents and purposes, it's not supposed to be fixed because it's not designed to take impact. So if you had an impact again, you'd compromise the occupants and you could kill them. And an insurance thing, somebody could go back and be sued and all that other stuff. So that's why the first thing I would have done on a total like this is I would have measured the frame points and seen if it was correct. These helpers, these springs here, do you see how that's kicked out this way?
Yes.
This truck, I'm imagining when it rolled, because when did you find out the pictures that we're looking at now? After you bought it, right?
After I bought it, the hood wasn't aligned at all.
Yeah.
I took it down to an auto body shop down here, just right by you here. And he got looking at it, and that's when he showed me the pictures of what really happened to it. It's going to be a costly mistake, I know. But
You know, here's the deal. How many miles did you put on it?
probably 3,000.
Okay, no check engine lights or anything like that? I mean, this is what, $100,000 truck these days?
Yeah.
Yeah. At that price, you're going to drive the wheels off of it. That's what you're just going to drive the wheels off of it because your resale on this is going to be garbage.
Right.
But my guys drove it down the frontage road and they said it's kind of just like doesn't feel very comfortable, going back and forth.
Yeah, it's like flying an airplane. You got to overcorrect when you come back.
Is there anything else that's got concerning to you except this kind of feels like an airplane when you're driving it? I mean, is there anything else
No, other than
besides
that,
the panels not fitting right and things like that?
Other than that, it drives okay.
Okay. Everything seems to work, all your electrical, AC, and the windows and all that?
The windows work. Everything you need to drive it is fine. But it's all the accessories that don't work. You should be able to access, like the fuel gauge for the DEF fuel, right?
Right.
That doesn't work.
Yeah. Okay.
None of the security systems work. And not that I need that, but every time you turn it on, it says that, the tire inflation, it registers on the dash. You have to shut it off. It's like, and I can do without that. I'm not really worried about it, but it really bugs that it comes on all the time. I know there's a camera in the front dash, but I don't know if there's anything in between. just all that little stuff.
I don't know where they got this body, and now you're telling me you got electrical problems here and there and things like that. I mean, we did find where did we find some wiring in the back that was pulled through and
Coax
cables
for the tailgate.
the DEF the level of the DEF fluid not showing on the dash. There's all kinds of things that could be.
I'm worried about it eventually shorting out, and I'm losing fuses here and there, leaving me stranded on the road.
I would be worried about that. I mean, with the work that's done on this. Let's go ahead and pull it out so we get it down on the ground. I guess let's start there. Would you want your money back? If you could get your money back.
I'd probably get my money back.
Okay. My recommendation then is to go back there and tell them, if you told them that, and they kind of told you to pound sand, I mean, is that what happened?
Pretty much, yeah.
Then the next thing I would do would be call the Division of Consumer Protection, and I would tell them that I'm a consumer and I've had a transaction at this dealership, and I'm not happy with it at all. In fact, they disclosed to me. Do you have evidence of what they disclosed to you as what the wreck was? Did they actually say this is the only? I mean, or was that just some salesman yakking?
I talked to the salesman, and I asked him for the Carfax on it, which are what you saw in that file. That's all he gave me. I didn't find out about the rest of this until I took it down to have the hood straightened out, and he's like, "Oh boy, this is way more than a right front tap."
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Their disclosure to you was, you requested the Carfax. All they produced was the Carfax. They never disclosed what they thought was the problem except through that Carfax report.
Correct.
Well, I appreciate your honesty. That's very good of you. I don't know.
I don't know if there's anything I can do about it.
Well,
honestly.
you do sign I don't know though, man. I think if you called up, I would definitely, as a consumer, I would definitely call the Division of Consumer Protection for the state of Utah and speak to an investigator there and tell them, because if they're having these complaints with this business, like an ongoing thing, then they can maybe put in. If it's a one-off, and as a guy does this for a living, that's where I'd start. I don't have any power. You've exerted the best power you probably could, unless you got a lawyer, But I don't think, that lawyer's just going to take your money and not give you any guarantees.
Right.
But the Division of Consumer Protection would be where I'd go. And then, but let's move on. So that's one option. But let's just say, you got no recourse with anybody. You got to live with this thing.
the first thing I would do would be would do a 4-wheel alignment check on it and just find out where all the wheels are at. I got to, with it driving funny, I got to know that. Like I can't just look at it and guess. I gotta look at that. And then if it's off, it depends on how bad it's off. You're not going to be wearing tires out and all that other crap, and it's going to drive like you'd like it to.
Right.
If it drove like you liked it to, and you had to spend another, and you couldn't get your money back, would you be able to be okay with it then?
Yeah, I'd just drive the wheels off it, like you said.
I think that's what you're going to have to do.
Yeah.
I don't have another option for you.
Yeah.
Except turn around and try to sell it again, but you know.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah. Yeah, you seem like a nice guy, and you'd have to disclose that, because now that you know that,
Yeah.
I don't think a good human couldn't sell
right?
it.
I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just going to drive the
Okay.
wheels off this thing.
Well, if you'd like, let's have him do. I'll have him do a quick 4-wheel alignment check on it, and sit tight, and we'll find out. I'll give you the news. I don't know whether it's going to be good or bad, but I'm thinking you better prep for not good.
Yeah. So is there anything you can do with electronics?
We can do anything, and I mean that. But that's all based on how much money you want to spend and how much time. And on electrical, and especially on that, that's an open checkbook. I'm telling
Right.
you. Yeah. I can't sit here and give you. I can fix that for $300. That's impossible. I have no idea what's wrong with it till we get into it, and that getting into it could be, digging through a can of worms, to be blunt.
Yeah.
So I think if it was my truck, I mean, I can look at whatever you want to first, but I'm telling you, I would get the foundation and know how bad that is before I worry about not being able to, my depth fluid gauge not working and stuff like that. Well, I'm going to do the 4-wheel alignment on it right now.
Okay.
And then I'll have that information. And then if I feel like it needs to go to a frame rack, if we can't make adjustments, when I say adjustments, there's certain things I can adjust.
Right. Yes.
But there's certain things that need like big hydraulics to pull them, and I don't have a frame rack. So, okay, let me get you back with Donald, and we'll get you taken care of.
Sounds good.
Camber's good. Camber is when the tire is either on its outer edge or inner edge. The caster is where it lines up on the front axle, and it's just ever so slightly out. It does have a leveling kit on it, so I'm not too worried about that. But the toe, we're spread out really past the adjustment marks. So we're going to bring that in, see if that does anything. Maybe it won't be skipping as much on the road. Of course, it's lifted in a heavy duty, so I'll ride on the outsides of the green markers just so it has a little bit room to play. Possible reason of why we were hurting so much.
Okay, so that's our before.
Yeah.
What did you just have to adjust
Just
the tie
camber and
rods?
caster was good. Just tie rods. Toe was out really far. Changing our steer ahead and our thrust angle. Made a dramatic difference on the thrust angle too. So.
Oh gosh, I would love if that was it.
Yeah.
I mean, so what's the next step now? Just drive it and see
We're
how
just
it
gonna
feels?
drive it, see what else it needs, and see if this helped out at all.
Okay. Come on. This guy seems so cool. I want to make sure. Hopefully it works.
Is that pretty straight?
That's pretty straight, dude. Thank goodness. And this is a good road for bumps, and
Yeah.
I mean it feels pretty good.
You don't have to hurt it all over the road though, huh?
No, it's pretty good. I mean, before it seemed like you were like,
Yeah, I was fighting it.
yeah, I could feel it too. I don't know. What do you think? It feels better to me.
Yeah. I think it's great. One
That makes
issue
me feel-
fixed.
Yeah, one issue down.
Now we can just gradually get into whatever concerns he has
Right.
to help him drive it into the ground and and use this as a truck for the rest of its life.
Yeah. Finalize your report, do a few more checks, get it back to him, and
Okay.
see what he thinks.
All right.
Okay. Nice job, Caden.
Thanks.
How did it turn out?
It turned out great, actually. Your alignment is right on. Your thrust is off a little bit, but really not enough I'd worry about it. And remember, the thrust is the line that runs up through the center of the vehicle. But what was causing you that, I guess you call it the airplane, you know, you turn it and you're like, okay, are we gonna get, and then it starts to go. Your toe out was terrible on your tires. And I don't know, I can't imagine they did all that work and didn't do a four-wheel alignment on it. But then again, you look at the quality of the work.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
Maybe they
You've
just
seen the
didn't-
quality,
yeah. So maybe they just didn't do it. Keep an eye on your tire wear, you know, but
Right.
from what I can tell, your four tires are going down the road straight. Now, if the frame's all whacked and whatever, you know, and that's why the panels aren't fitting right, I can't do anything about that, but you should be fine.
Good.
Now, if you drive it for a while, if you're comfortable with the way that it drives and you feel good about the engine and everything else that's working, and you want us to kind of tackle some of these other issues, the electrical issues, I'm happy to look at it for you. But as long as you understand, it could turn into a needle in a haystack.
I understand that, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I don't do electrical myself.
Yeah.
I hate electrical.
Well, it might not be, but you know, what I'd probably do is charge you a couple hours to kind of look into everything and then give you an assessment of what we found, and maybe you'd say, well, that I want that fixed. That's probably going to be too much or whatever. We can kind of click through that stuff if that's what you'd like. Other than
Sounds
that,
good.
Donald's got you ready to go, and you're good to go.
Okay, well, thank you.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate your advice and your help.
No problem. It's been a pleasure meeting you.
You too.
Now that you, since you're local and you know we're here,
Yep.
I want to see you back whenever you got when you need some work
Well,
done.
now I found a mechanic I can trust, yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
I see this so many times in my 35 years in my own shop and 25 bays around here. People bring me a car after they bought it for a used car inspection, and it's so painful when I have to give them the bad news. I cannot stress this enough. There's 3 things that a used car inspection will do for you before you make a purchase. The first thing is you'll get told, oh my gosh, I can't find anything wrong with this. If you're happy with the price, run back and cut the check. That's one of the things you'll get. The other thing you might get is, look, stop, drop, and roll away from this thing because it's on fire. It's nothing but a nightmare. That's worth a used car inspection. You're not going to be burdened with car payments for 5 years on a turd. The third thing, and this is normally what most of the time happens, is you get the information you need as a buyer to go back to your seller and negotiate from a very strong and educated and an intelligent position. You're able to say, look, the car's great, I like it, it's the color, it's everything I need, but the brakes are wore out, you know, and you can show him digital photos from the used car inspection. It might have some suspension issues, tire, you know, that aren't wearing correctly, some items, maybe repair, maybe some service that's been overlooked, but all those things add up, meaning money, and if you can take those back to the seller and say, look, seller, I've got this list here, here's some video, you know, negotiate with me. You get to find out, are you dealing with a good company? That's worth a used car inspection. That's what I can offer you with this used car buyer's guide. Of all the things that I'll sell you, that's the thing that's going to last you your lifetime. You'll never make a poor buying decision on a car again if you use the guide. Go to the link below or go to my website. I'm a believer in it. Now you know why.